I do find that I'm somewhat a victim of my success here. Unfortunately, but let's just keep going for now. I'm not really sure what to do here though. One thing that's interesting is that the Soviets have broken through here, but to be honest, I don't really mind. Since I expect the Finns to take care of it in a day or so. Indeed. So once I have sufficient infantry in this area, I guess then I can continue to move up. I don't really want armor here, actually. Okay, I need to attack them because I don't want them to move into Ostrov here. That would be rather unfortunate, but like I said, I need infantry to work their way up now. Regardless. Once again, this is likely to have no effect up here at any rate, but there is not much I can do. There are 2 units that have not moved here. Let's move them also towards Minsk. Very nice, so they joined. Not too surprising. What can I do to make my units better? Let's start looking at infantry. I actually want to go for national focus first. So there is a winter equipment production that will give me Arctic warfare equipment by itself. And that is nice. I think I want to go for Loot Force 1 first. Although permanent supply lines is probably better at this point. Railway construction speed minus 15. I really want to work that up. Although I want Loot Force 1 too. Basically, yeah, it's not 9042 anyway. So I can't really do that. So one thing that will give me manpower is if I add military police +2, because that means that I will get more suppression per military police unit. But that does take almost a month. Let's establish the Gestapo. I do want that manpower. Not nearly enough. The Gestapo, the state police, will operate in all state matters and aid the National Socialist state in maintaining the approval of the German people. And it's, I guess, historical too, so I'll get this from event. Then there is this, but that doesn't apply to all my units. Let's do antibiotics for better monthly population, I suppose. Yeah. Okay, well, since you're already crossing here, I might just as well move these two up. And I want you to attack here. You here. You here. Yeah, and then whatever forces are here, I will snag them here in the center. While my infantry catches up, that is. Okay, sweet. Oh, wow. Really? That's excellent. Let's have at least one attack here. These two going there, and if they can move in here, that frees up these two infantry. So let's send you there, and you even further down. Might have to deal with everything around here as well. At the bare minimum, I want you to move there. These two can follow that attack. One interesting way to snag them is by moving in here and then down. They will immediately get destroyed, but sadly, at this point, I don't really have the units for it. So I hope you can get in there before them, but I don't think that's what's gonna happen. Let's actually just attack them if I can from there. Which would be great. And I believe the rail line also runs through this. Yeah, definitely. So the problem here, I guess in a sense, is that the rail line to Veliki Luki runs through Vitebsk. And I guess it also runs through here. Here and here at that point. Although Veliki Luki is not in itself all that important. Right, well, if they take that hex back, I can always just attack them again. Of course, I have way too many units here, which does give them pretty poor supply. Let's try to get into Fastif before them. I know that's a bit crazy, but I might actually just, you know, completely fold that unit through that way as well. So I do think it's worth a shot, especially since the amount of units that I'm gonna encircle here is not even all that much anyway. Even now, it's more of a land grab than anything else. Not that that's that bad, but at least not per se. But like I said, I do want to encircle Minsk. So if that works, that would be great. The fact that they are now at war does also mean, luckily, that the Soviets will have to tie up forces near Finland. Which in itself I like exceedingly much, to be honest. Just as I was thinking that they had less repairs. Well, the more territory you take, I guess in that sense, the more you're gonna have to worry about that. I actually think they might have so little units. Well, we'll see what happens here. It's interesting that they're already moving that way. The cavalry... You didn't make it into Fastov. This is 1, 2, 3 hexes, so... And this is all 3 hexes. Right, I can encircle them like this, and then technically they might try and counterattack. There are only 4 divisions here. It's really nothing special at this point. But I'm so busy with all of these encirclements. As well as that my ability to launch any kind of other operations is quite limited at this point. Well, nothing to do about that, I suppose. They don't seem to be moving out though, which I find interesting. Right, I got into naval. Now... They have decided that it's time to retreat, and I guess there's nothing I can do against it. This is unfortunate. I can only hope they will retreat into Minsk, which they will almost assuredly not do. Let's move you in here, though. Move you through there. And get Andy taking... I am allowing these guys to move in there because I will move up through here and encircle whatever forces they have in the center. Attacking you at that point is completely useless. Let's move. This is unfortunate, but I guess it just means I'll take one additional division there. I will attack you, interestingly enough, and then I will attack both of them with the tanks. That means I'm just grinding tanks, I'm quite well aware of that, but it means that neither of these two units can currently move and help out in this area, where I'm pretty much just, you know, trying to finish them off. Yep, I know this. I will not necessarily, I will indeed not win that for the moment, but that is fine. Airbase sabotage, eh? Yeah, they're still moving. Funny thing is, if they try to retreat in there, they will afterwards try to retreat there, and if that happens, then they're stuck. So this is at least 2 divisions. Seems like they have a reasonable amount of forces here too, interestingly enough. Right, well they have 4 divisions at Minsk, and like I said, I want to encircle them and then destroy them. I am quite sure they will not fold before I have attacked them thoroughly here, so there's no reason to worry about it too much. With this encirclement complete, I actually want to move in there with the tanks too. Like I said, this is more or less something that I'm doing because the infantry isn't there yet, and then I might just as well try to destroy as many units in the meanwhile as possible, try to keep the Soviets off of the wrong footing. Let's start dividing our forces a little bit more. Okay, can't do that. Thing is that for Eastern Poland, I don't need that many planes anymore. Let's do that and then start working on, I guess, Western Ukraine. We'll soon be doing Central Ukraine there, though. As it is. With this attack, probably succeeding quite quickly. Everything should be fine. Once I get to move up the infantry a little bit over here as well, I can swing these tanks further up north to get behind whatever they have here and move basically... The question is whether I want to move on this side of the river, which I might, because this is all swamp, which is terrible. That might ultimately be the better option. But such a thing would mean that I'm not getting into Pskov yet. Seems like they... Oh shit. Yeah, let's just go here then. You should stop because they are not retreating either way, and I do need... I don't think I can get in here with them pouring in reinforcements as it is. is a damn well bloody shame. Alright, well, I clearly need to wait for the moment. If not for these, then for anything else. I wouldn't mind these tanks going in there, so, and this is still empty at the moment. So that it should be fine there. Let's just plan that properly. Yeah, they're pretty close. Close enough, I would say. Okay, so this should be fine. I have no clue why you're not helping in that attack. But I will make sure that I'm attacking from more sides. Okay. You're still kind of recovering here, so I actually do think, though, I want to send you guys already away. Let's see how fast they can go in there. With this being tied up quite nicely, indeed, that will finally give me the ability to send a few more forces down. Now, of course, this is also a very big pocket, so that too is a bit of trouble. Seems like they even retreated. Well, let's just move in here and then clear them out. Again, this is not about territory, so it's really just about the destruction of the Soviet forces. Like, they have reinforcements here now. I do not know how many forces the Soviets have in total. Let's prevent them from escaping at least, and let's try this again together with Totenkopf. I'm not in the mood to let those guys escape, neither the guys at Minsk. And if they want to send tanks in there, they can be my guest. I'm gonna stop attacking here and also start moving with you.
Angetreten. Ausrücken.
I'd rather try to get into as many plains hexes as I humanly can at that point. Let's get across. And you chose the absolute worst place to do that, but I will send you up. Also, since I will, I guess, get these guys to Nikolaev. Obviously, that will still take quite a long time here. I have to say I'm a bit surprised at their collective firepower. I can really only spare the cavalry. How many divisions did I get here? 2, 5, 7, 11, 13, 14, 16 divisions, huh? It was a pretty decent haul, actually, in the long run, I suppose. Yeah, you should get there pretty quickly. Once one of these guys stops, I can always continue attacking. It's not as if they will be able to break out. Ah, bollocks. Shit, they're retreating. Retreat.
Angetreten.
Let's at least try to establish a line around here. And then we'll see what we can do with said line. Arrival of the 15th Panzer Division. On the 11th of February 1941, the first German units landed at Tripoli, with Rommel joining the following day. Shortly after, the first reconnaissance units, namely Panzeraufklärungsabteilung 3 and Panzerjägerabteilung 39, arrived. Both units were rushed to the front, and finally, starting on the 30th of March, the first units of the 15th Panzer Division started to arrive in Tripoli. First Flak 18, soon followed by Panzerjägerabteilung 33, and most of the Quadschützen Battalion 15. The Afrika Corps was formed, and soon after reached its operational strength of around 33,500 soldiers with over 11,000 vehicles. Let them arrive. How are things looking in terms of planes? I have control over Latvia, also over northern Poland, not Belarus. They claim like I have air superiority here, that's fine. And things are going well here too. Not Moldova, they have quite a few planes there, but I can't really fly everywhere either, so there is also that. Okay, so I have the Fallschirmjäger arrive. And let's move one further here. Like I said, I need to start in the first place with creating some line. which might or might not prove difficult, but at the very least I will need more units in here. This also does not look wildly amazing. I'll have to do a bit of maneuvering.
Angetreten. Befehle. Bereit.
To
Bereit.
improve my odds here, but things are
Befehle. Achtung.
going okay in that department, as long as my infantry continues to move. And to be honest, I kind of want to attack here, just to keep them tied down for the moment. Don't want those guys moving up.
Achtung. Achtung.
Although I will say that this is causing a bit of a delay, which I don't want to say I can ill afford. That's not really the case, but
Ausrücken. Angetreten. Bereit. Bereit. Vorwärts, Männer.
stop, please. Oh, come on. Please stop. No, fuck you.
Zeigt es ihnen.
Freaking annoying. God damn it. At the same time, yeah, I'm currently stretched super thin because of my speedy advances. That is causing some problems. For sure.
Bereit. Befehle. Achtung. Bereit. Angetreten. Achtung.
I might need to attack there, but I'm not sure yet. So let's just
Zeigt es ihnen.
wait on that indeed. Try to get the tanks more involved.
Ausrücken.
Once you've attacked here, and apparently you can push in there quite nicely. It also seems like you two might as well already go in there.
Ausrücken.
Now that they are retreating, I want to move the cavalry across the river here as well. I do still need a defensive line around here, like it's not as if I can suddenly neglect that. Very much.
Achtung. Achtung.
Like I said, this is a bit of a mess. Over here.
Angetreten.
But that's what the maneuvering does, I suppose. I don't... I mean, I guess let's move an infantry in there. I don't want to push too hard there, to be completely honest. Okay, it seems like they gotten through. You guys are a lot further, so I actually want these to move in here, you to start attacking. Need to find as many avenues of attack as possible onto that center hex, especially now that I've taken the other hexes. Or at least am as close to taking those other hexes as maybe humanly possible. I do want to keep those units to fight though, because it's such a large pocket. There are over 30 divisions in there, I think. 3, 5, 6, 23, 25, 27, 29, 31. Yeah, 35 divisions in there, so that really needs to be tied down like that. Okay. Let's switch these two up, just for fun and profit. While I try to eliminate these. I got the tanks, by the way, so that's good. At the same time... How many units they got in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11... 12, maybe more. That wouldn't be too bad for an encirclement. Oh, they took Vipuri. But they're not doing so well up here yet, sadly enough. That's going well enough, I guess. Let's see though, you're moving in here, so let's have the cavalry move into Nikolaev. It seems a better target for the moment. And you can go to Nikolaev then too. All of these guys pushing, that's good. You can get out. Since these guys are doing well enough, I'm gonna send the tanks over there. It's funny that they don't actually move. Well, not funny per se. Attacking like that, not great still. It seems like I'm currently attacking those tanks only. No, also the infantry. Funny that these guys experience air support, entrenchment, terrain, country plus 15%. Even we don't have country plus 15%. Jesus. The fuck, man? This is going to be tougher than I would like. 5 days, 8 days. Once again, I'm not even working on the rail lines, just on repairing shit. Okay, you halted their attack, which is nice, but they are attacking there too. Question thus is, Do I want to counterattack to hold them there? I don't have the units currently.
Achtung! Angetreten! Achtung! Achtung! Angetreten! Alright.
But I will start attacking here and then try to move up, even though some of these hexes are marshes. I'm a lot closer here than that. Right, I have quite a few units coming in here, so I actually think that with you, I want to go and tie them down through that way.
Achtung!
But then I would already have to attack with you here, even though it's a bad attack. Taking this hex matters little, but I will move here and then in here. At the same time, I want to send you down to Barbarossa now. And what brings me closer faster? Doesn't matter. Let's get you onto this bridge hex here. Yeah. So that you can hopefully arrive within some time and take care of it. I will have to see how things go with, you know, potentially encircling these guys and stuff like that.
Alright.
You're gonna take your sweet time. 1, 2, 3.
Ausrücken!
That means this is 4.
Achtung!
And you can start moving up through this rail line.
Achtung!
Okay.
Suchen Deckung!
Happy at least that they're holding like that.
Angetreten! Achtung!
Let's take a look. You're part of Army Group North.
Ausrücken!
You're part of Modal Screw.
Ausrücken!
Let's move over here. And let's have you move here.
Angetreten!
Keep moving ever forward.
Achtung! Befehle! Achtung!
Towards where they need to go.
Befehle! Bereit! Angetreten! Bereit!
The only thing I can currently get through are these units, but
Bereit!
same can be said for them.
Vorwärts, Männer! Ausrücken!
Before they can go in there, and I know they will retreat, I do need to put the pressure on them. So as long as they cannot escape from this hex, these guys are doomed, and then these guys will go in there, and then they're doomed as well. That's pretty much the goal here. Me having to wait so long, unfortunately, has allowed the Soviets to indeed gather more forces. Means I will have to continue encircling them and try to, say, beat them in various locations. These guys are just retreating. If they stay there, that's fine. While you're moving here and attacking, I can at least move you in there for the moment. And with these guys now having a solid attack, apparently all of these can attack here. It's both fort and terrain. Wow. That is super fun to attack. Jeez. What an unenviable situation. If things are gonna be like that generally, then that would be an unfortunate business. At least they are holding. I'm happy about that because they're throwing everything they've got in there. I mean, 36 divisions on one hex cannot be all that great. Either way, so... Okay, luckily I can get reinforcements in there to prevent these guys from being encircled, I suppose. At the very least, so then I will have a continuous line there. Naturally, this encirclement as it is not particularly great. But every little bit helps. Seems like they're already bringing in more forces across the river. I find that interesting. Then again, I have no clue how many forces they ultimately have. So... in that sense, if they have 400 divisions, they have 400 divisions. That there's sadly not that much I can do at that point. Now at this point my tanks are very spread out. And I'm not sure... Like, one thing I could do from here is try to move here, 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 and here. Which will snag me maybe another 3 or 4 divisions, and hopefully... Yeah, it doesn't get me into Veliki Luki, of course. But until I've beaten the guys at Minsk, at least one of those divisions is gone.
Angetreten. Bereit.
Still haven't made up my mind whether I want to cross here or not.
Bereit.
But I think I do. Let's see if that works.
Angetreten. Achtung.
Yeah, I definitely think I do. Wish you would join in, but that's gonna take some sweet time here.
Bereit.
I
Bereit.
hate it. They stop those attacks.
Befehle. Achtung. Achtung. Angetreten. Angetreten.
What I wonder too is why they don't get an encirclement penalty, but maybe they'll get it soon. Do you have an encirclement penalty? Yes, you do. So you really need to be around all of the hexes, huh?
Los, ausrücken.
So they should get it too, yeah.
Bereit. Bereit. Ausrücken.
Okay, let's shuffle around some infantry here.
Achtung.
Because this is getting quite preposterous. So,
Befehle.
you in here,
Achtung.
you here, you here. Let's start with that.
Achtung. Ausrücken. Angetreten.
The rest of these guys will try to move into that hex.
Vorwärts, Männer.
Oh, shit. Cannot cross like that if they have armor in there too.
Ausrücken.
Let's do this. Let's see what happens. It's not as if the crossing is impossible or anything. But
Bereit.
let's just quickly try to get rid of those guys.
Bereit. Achtung.
And I will attack you because they're looking to retreat. I'm not looking forward to that.
Angetreten.
Even if they don't win, it doesn't matter. Just take the freaking hex, man. My units are not doing as well as they did before. This is a fort. Fair enough.
Bereit.
Now that I have this infantry,
Los, los, los.
thank you.
Ausrücken.
Now I'm moving someone here, so let's move the cavalry here, and then I can move the infantry further also into those hexes.
Angetreten.
I do hope they'll make it on time, but you can never be sure.
Achtung. Bereit.
Retreating, wow.
Bereit.
At least the tank unit is gone now.
Unter Beschuss.
Oh, bollocks, they got a unit in there. That sucks. Alright. I'm gonna end the video here. I don't know how long I've been playing, but it's quite long, I guess, once again. Thanks for watching. Take care. See you next time, and bye-bye.